I got this second tattoo, and after I got this, I decided to like have a layout of tattoos. Okay, so I decided to like do like a layout of tattoos, and that's exactly what I did. The next tattoo that I wanted was this one. Sorry, hold on. The Mandalorian symbol. Okay, I got this shit before it was cool, man. I got this shit before it was cool. Yeah, that's right. I'm fucking OG. Also, this by far is one of the best tattoos. This is one of my favorite tattoos, and I keep telling the shop owner, his name is Jimmy. I keep telling Jimmy, this is one of the best tattoos that I think you've ever done by far. Because it actually, here, let me show you if I can. Let me see if I can like show you like closer. Like it looks good. It looks clean. It looks crisp. Like, love it. This was also the first tattoo that got infected. The top part right here, because it always came into contact with the shirt or anything like that, the top part of my tattoo here got infected. So I got this one, the second tattoo that I got, and I fucking loved it. And then after that, I got this one. You can't see it because the mic. There you go. So I got the medallion right here. If you don't recognize a medallion, I don't fucking blame you. It's old school. It's the old Republic from Star Wars, from KOTOR and KOTOR 2. That era of Star Wars, that's what this symbol is. It's the old Republic. And then I also have the actual Jedi, this is called Arabesh. So the Star Wars text that you see in the movies, or if you go to fucking Disneyland, you can see like the text in Star Wars, that's called Arabesh. That's the actual name of the text. And I used to know how to read it, but it's become a bit difficult. Like every once in a while I can. But I also, this was before I watched the Clone Wars, before I saw anything, so I wanted to keep in the Latin theme, so I decided to also have the name Jedi Master Rex. And if you didn't know, the name Rex in Latin actually means knight or champion, something like that. Let's go ahead. Actually, let me get an exact translation. King. The top right here, Jedi Master Rex. And then underneath, I got the Jedi code. There is no ignorance, there's only knowledge. And the reason why I got that portion tattooed on me is because I truly believed in that. There is no ignorance, there's only knowledge. And that's why I got that tattooed on me, because that's actually a part of the text that I truly believe. There is no ignorance, there is only knowledge. 100%. I believe in that. You don't have to, but I do. So now I got all these tattoos. Like I got these 3 big ones all over me. So everything else is just filler. So I got the Galaxy. I got a Y-wing right here because the Y-wing is one of my favorite Star Wars ships, and I also got the clone trooper beginning models of an X-wing right here, or I think it's called not the A-wing. I forgot what it's called. And then I got basically Galaxy filler. Now this one is actually a much newer tattoo, so that's why it looks really fresh. And I absolutely loved it. This shit was painful as fuck. This shit hurt like a mother. You have no idea. Galaxy filler everywhere. And all of that. So I have a couple more tattoos that are obviously not on my top. They're on my legs. So I'm going to try to see if I can finesse this real fast. Hold on. There we go. This tattoo right here is a really nice story to it, okay? So my sister got a tattoo of a prayer that my mom always says, and she always encourages us to say. The prayer goes, Dios mío, protégenos que estamos en tus manos, en el nombre de tu Hijo Jesús, amen. That's how the prayer goes. So she got it tattooed on her thigh, and I saw that, I'm like, you know what? I'm getting it too. We kind of made it like a family tattoo, essentially, because she got it, I got it, one of my other little sisters got it. I think the last person to get it is my other middle sister. So hopefully she gets it. And then I got one more that I'm going to show. And this is going to be a little awkward because it's on my calf. So here we go. Oh, God. Can you see it? I also see my ass. There we go. Okay, you can kind of see it. Right there. That is a mandala Assassin's Creed logo. I love it. This tattoo is cool, and this is also the only tattoo that I've gotten from another tattoo or from a different tattoo artist. Same shop. He works with the owner, Jimmy. So I got this done, and the reason why I got this one is because I fucking love Assassin's Creed. Now on to the really important question that some of you might have. Which tattoo hurt the most? If you haven't taken a guess yet, it's my chest piece. Duh. This motherfucker hurt like a bitch. This really did not hurt that much, which is surprising because it's very tender skin and it's just like, it does hurt, sure, but not that much. My tattoo on my chest, on the other hand, holy shit. This motherfucker hurt a lot. So he asks the other tattooer, the other guy who did my other piece, he asks him and he's like, hey, should I blacken his nipple? And he's like, no, you have to add blacken both or none at all. So he didn't. Thank God, honestly. I don't think I would have been able to do it. 6 fucking hours. It was absolutely nuts. Right at the end, he wanted to do more work. And I straight up told him, I can't. I cannot. I can't. This hurts so fucking much. I can't do it. I was crying. I was miserable. So this tattoo hurt the most. Besides this tattoo, maybe this one too. This one hurt too because getting tattooed in this area feels like you're getting tattooed on your neck. Like it feels like you're getting tattooed like right here. So maybe this one also might be like the second one that hurts the most. But anyways, I think that's about the end for all of my tattoos. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say about my tattoos. Like I love them. My best advice to anybody. My best advice to everybody. Do not get a matching tattoo. Don't do it. Do not do it. Just don't do it. I'm living proof of that. Do not get a matching tattoo. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. The future is unpredictable. You have no idea what's going to happen in a couple years. Zero. None. Zilch. You've got no fucking clue. You think you do? You're lying to yourself. Why are you lying to yourself? Don't. You have no idea what's going to happen. When I got this tattoo matching with my best friend at the time, we were both so happy. We were both so ecstatic. And we couldn't think that the outcome would ever exist, but it did. If I would have known the outcome, would I still get a matching tattoo? I might still say yes because of its significance, because of how much it meant to me. I think the only reason why I'm starting to dislike this tattoo more so is just because I would really like an empty arm. Because I think that look is so fucking cool. Just like just one arm that doesn't have anything and one arm that does have a lot. Like I like that, and I wish I could have done that. Like if I got this tattoo anywhere else, I would have been totally fucking fine. I would have been like, yeah, it's just another fucking tattoo, whatever. If I would have gotten this on my fucking thigh or something, would have been fine. Would have been completely, totally fine. I wouldn't be talking about this right now. I would not be talking about this right now. But the fact that I want that sort of look, I'm so jealous of my of Belle, because she's rocking that now. She has an entire shoulder sleeve and a couple of pieces on her forearm and everything, and she's got nothing on her other arm. I'm so fucking jealous of that because I just want that. I just want that so badly, but it's okay. Do not get a matching tattoo. Don't get it with anybody. Actually, I have 2 matching tattoos because technically I have a matching tattoo with my sister, but family's different, obviously. Well, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. I know plenty of people who despise their family. I couldn't imagine. That's a Hispanic thing, though. Hispanics, you can't despise your family. You can't even dislike your family. You can dislike your family, but like family is family. To Hispanics, family is fucking family. Can't do. Nah. We can hate each other all we fucking want, but the fact remains we're family. We do whatever. We do anything for each other. I grew up in a very loving and very happy family, and I'm very fortunate about that. I really am. I'll never take that for granted. If you haven't wondered by now, why don't I have any tattoos on my forearm? Well, I'll tell you exactly why. When I was going through college, I went to the ROTC program. Okay? That's military. That's officer military. And I didn't want to give anybody a reason to dislike my appearance, essentially. That's why I stayed away from tattoos on my forearm. And you're back in the day, I know I'm only, so young, but back like 6-7 years ago, the general idea was if you had any tattoos like past the middle of your forearm that were showing, you were perceived unprofessional. And that's basically it, just unprofessional. The times have definitely changed. Now militaries are much more lenient when it comes to tattoos and where they're shown, where they are. Of course, the imagery is definitely scrutinized. You can't roll around with the teardrop and, a You know, you can't roll around with those in fucking military. But now in military, I believe in the Army, you can have hand tattoos. You can have hand tattoos. I'm pretty sure you can have hand and almost neck tattoos. I'm pretty sure. You can get a bunch of tattoos while you're in the military, sure. But like before, when you're trying to get into it, you're trying to display this sort of professionalism and all that bullshit. Even just any sort of government work and whatnot, like tattoos were taboo. And that's so... I'm really glad that times have changed. I'm really glad that tattoos are not necessarily perceived like that anymore. There is a fucking limit. Like you can't have your entire face blasted and go work as a lawyer. Like that is not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Maybe in the next 30 years, maybe, but I highly doubt that. So going through college, I wanted tattoos. I didn't want to show any tattoos. I didn't want any forearm tattoos. I do eventually. So eventually I will continue to move down my forearm and just get this completely covered. That is going to happen 100%. Now, the story of my piercing. So I wanted a piercing, but I didn't know what to get. And then I remembered, no, I had a coworker of mine who always had a septum piercing, but she had it turned up when she was at work. And then after work, she would flip it back down. And I remember seeing her like, when did you get your septum piercing done? Like, oh, I've had it for years. I just flip it up when I'm working. I'm like, you can do that. So I got a septum piercing for that exact reason. Because now I flip it up, you cannot see it. You wouldn't even know I had it. Would not even know. Like I can still breathe normally and everything. Like I can still, yeah. It doesn't block airflow or anything. And which is funny because I'm a singer. You know, like you want as much air in as possible, but it really doesn't detract from anything. And I've actually had this septum piercing for years now. So getting my tattoos, I wanted to, I didn't know, my parents knew about this one, sure. My parents did not know about the rest of my tattoos, okay? And for the longest time, I hid it from them because I just hate, I don't like how judgmental they can be at times. They've gotten much more lenient over the years. Maybe it's a combination of they really just don't care anymore in that sense, or they're really trying to hold back. I want to believe the former. But so for the longest time, whenever I'd go see them, I'd always wear long sleeves. And then eventually I got this, and when I would see them, I'd flip it up, and they would be none the wiser for years. For years. When they finally saw the rest of my tattoos, it was when we were in Mexico, spring break of 2017 or something, and I was going to spring break with all my buddies from college. They were in Mexico, and we decided to say hi to each other. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna be wearing a sweater, so fuck it, whatever. I was shirtless in my fucking swim trunks, and I saw them, and they're like, they didn't really say anything. They're like, oh, like they didn't really say anything. I don't remember if my dad saw, but regardless, like eventually my father finally saw all my tattoos, and he was the one who was always on my ass about tattoos. Always on my, he resented them, he hated them, and he did not want me to have any because, yeah, okay, whatever. Later on in life, maybe I'll regret my tattoos. I don't fucking know. I certainly hope not. I'm gonna continue to not regret anything like anybody should. And yeah, I understand his rationale. Of course, I'm not a fucking idiot. I understand where he's at. The difference between the two is that the tattoos that I got actually mean a lot to me. They really mean a lot to me. A lot of people get tattoos that just don't mean jack, and that's totally fine. There's not a single thing wrong with that. There's not a single thing with people getting tattoos that don't genuinely mean anything. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people have those tattoos. But at that same time, every single one of my tattoos mean a lot to me. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. So, I'm trying to think, is that about anything? Everything? Yeah, I think that's about everything. Oh, one last thing, actually. I'm really difficult to tattoo. Jimmy, the store owner, he's told me on multiple occasions that I am actually a rare breed of human because of how difficult it is to pack color into my skin. Or pack anything, even black. Anything. Apparently, I'm extremely difficult to tattoo. He's had to retouch my tattoos several times. And you'll notice that right here, it's a bit fadey. I need to get this touched up, but this is essentially how every single one of my tattoos looked. I've had to get every single one of my tattoos touched up at least twice. Some of them 3 times. Some of them 3 times. Like he'll do this tattoo or whatever, and then he'll go back and do another one at the same session. It's fucking crazy. But anyways, guys, that is gonna be the end of the story time. Wow, talked for a whole hour. This video is gonna be a bitch and a half to edit. Oh well. I do these every single Tuesday. I do my story time every single Tuesday. So if you enjoy them, be sure to come back for the next Tuesday for the next story time. And if you guys want, I will share the story of my former best friend. It'll be a tough story. It's a story that I've wanted to share for a while, but I kind of wanted to give it a bit of time and everything. And it's a brutal story. It is really, it's tough. But if you guys want to hear it, then I would be more than happy to share it.